Hi, I'm Yakshini Priya Sergio, and in today's video I'll be drawing this Meerkat using the Derwent Tinted Charcoal Pencils. Now this set of 24 tinted charcoal pencils I purchased many years ago and I haven't gotten around to using them. That's why you can see the artwork is still the old artwork from the old tins. The colors that come in the set are very warm, neutral tones, earthy tones, perfect for wildlife, animals, and doing anything with landscapes. You can see I've done a swatch of the colors which gives you an idea of what the colors will look like when applied to paper. Now for this drawing, I'm using a sketch paper by Mont. It is acid-free and 150 GSM. It's a smooth paper and it's meant to be used with pastels, pencils, or charcoal, so it works perfectly with charcoal pencils. Now what I've noticed from these pencils when working with them is that they are very easy to lay down color. They go down like charcoal pencils, but the colors are very vibrant colors considering they are charcoal. There's very little dust that gets left behind when you are working with these pencils, although they do smudge, so you need to ensure that your hand is not on the drawing as you are working on it because you can smudge the drawing. You'll see later I'm going to use a fixative just to set it so that the image won't smudge, especially if you're storing it away or putting it in a frame. Okay, so what I'm doing here now is I'm just getting in the basic layer, base areas covered with the highlighted areas, leaving that white, and then just putting in the shadows in the darker areas and the patterns of the fur, just to get an indication of where the shadows fall, so that when I come through with the other colors, I can know exactly where everything needs to be. Now for this, you need to make sure you follow your reference photo very closely. With any animal, you need to follow the direction of the fur. The fur direction changes and the shadows are also in different areas depending on the structure of the bone structure, the muscles, and the angle that the animal is positioned. So you need to look at all of this when you are drawing to ensure that your drawing turns out more realistic and looks like the actual animal and has the proportions and the build of that particular animal. Also pay attention to the colors that are in the fur. It's not a solid single color. Any fur has multiple colors in it. So look closely at the color of the fur and what colors you see, and then use those colors to apply those colors onto the drawing. You can see some areas I'm just using my finger to smudge out just to give the area a little bit more, spread the color about. And then I am going to go over those areas again with the pencil to get more defined lines for the fur and to give that fur some definition and to give it a more three-dimensional look. Now with charcoal, if you do make a mistake or you do put the wrong color or color down too dark, you can use an eraser to lift some of that color up, and then you can reapply the correct color and do your corrections as necessary. I keep a paper towel handy while I'm working with the charcoal just so that I can keep wiping my fingers off so that I don't smudge the paper too much, although I have done that a couple of times in this particular drawing. Now for this drawing, you're going to see I'm going to be using a fixative to seal it so that it does not smudge. That should be done with any pastel or charcoal drawings, just to ensure that your work is protected and does not get damaged from accidentally rubbing your hand over or putting something on it or touching something against it. So for this one, I am actually just cleaning up the paper before I use the fixative. I'm using the Rolfes Fixative for charcoal pastels, and it is for charcoal and pastels. And I just put a piece of paper behind my drawing so that none of the fixative gets onto my drawing table. And then, as you can see, it's Artist Fixative, the Rolfes brand. And just make sure you shake it really well, and also use it in a ventilated area. And then just spray over the drawing. And when you're spraying over the drawing, if you do see spots on the around the drawing and it looks like it's stained, just leave it to dry and set. Once it dries, it will disappear and your image will be fixed and will not be able to be smudged. So I think that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this has been helpful to you, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, don't forget to hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye.